Jambo, welcome and karibu to Gift Media Home Away from Home. There is this about the plate. The plate, when you are being served the food, it is very clean, very admirable, very lovable. It looks extraordinary nice. But once the meal that you were eating from that beautiful plate, when you finish eating, the plate will be qualified to be dirty. I want to ask you, you had dreams in this world. You were very focused. You were very key. You were the role model in the family. Whenever you spoke, each and everybody will listen, and each and everybody will take your advice into consideration. What happened with your plate? Your plate has been very clean, but now it is dirty. I want to put this into perspective. You came clean. What happened along the way? Look at the plate before food is being served. It is very clean. And look at it after you have finished eating. How do you see it? You just see it to be very dirty. The question is that what happened in between the plate, which was very clean, the food has been placed on it for you to consume. After consuming the food, the plate now becomes dirty. What happened in between? You were very key, you were very admirable, you were the hope of the community, you were the hope of the family. What happened in between? Is there any possibility maybe you were fed, you ate the food from a dirty plate? After you finish eating is when it was cleaned? What might be the reason for you for this to happen? What happened in between? Because the truth is, your life is no different, because the truth is, your life has totally changed. And what is making your life to change? Maybe the groups. They usually say that, show me your friends, I tell you your character. Show me your group, I'll tell you your character. Hey, we all came into this world with full of inspirations. We were very vacuum. We were very clean, with very intelligent. What happened? Perhaps you started drinking, you started doing what? You started chasing the wind, you started cutting the whole forest. What do I mean? If maybe you want to cut, if you just identified a tree in the forest, you come with your axe, and then you just cut 1, 2, 3. You get tired, you go home, and tomorrow you come with again refreshed. You are very fresh. Now this time also, instead of continuing cutting the same tree, you just leave that tree and you go to cut another one. And now this one becomes the routine. you have a very clear vision that this is the tree that I want to bring down because it can make the good timbers. But now you change the mind that this one I tried to bring it down yesterday, I not manage. Now today let me go to a different tree. Why is it that your name is not famous in the community or in Kenya? Because you have been cutting the whole forest. When you chase the wrong thing, when you stop chasing the wrong thing, you start attracting the new things in life. Anyway, we all came to this world very clean, with no hate, no pain, no regrets, and with nobody had bad intentions to bring you to this world. Just like a clean plate, the chef didn't have bad intention to serve you the food with a clean plate. That after you eat, he's going to clean the plate and maybe serve the next customer will be coming. The next customer will just walk in, he needs food. Again, he's going to serve him using the clean plate that you have already used. And the way it is being preserved, you will never be able to know that that plate has been used. So this is the bottom line. If you make any mistake in life, learn from that mistake. Be ready to make changes. Be ready to be corrected. Be ready to make the correction. If you are the kind of the person who gets annoyed once he or she is being rectified, or you are being given the clear procedure of how you are supposed to do something, then you begin shouting, you say, how can you are very young, you have nothing, you know nothing, you cannot even be able to tell me anything. I tell you, you are cutting the whole forest, right? We just continue. Your dreams, you had a very huge dream, great dreams. You were very innocent, but now see where you have found yourself. And you had a very pure heart, that your intentions were very clear, that you will be able to lead the nation. What happened in between? Maybe you started involving yourself with the cartels, and once maybe those cartels, their names are being known, their reputations actually are not nice in the community. So if I didn't say that show me your group, I'll tell you your character. You become the kind of the person who usually jokes. You take each and every time like a joke. When are you going to be serious in life, even a single day? You had dreams, you are the guy who has lost a lot of opportunities. Opportunities will come along your way, but you misuse, I don't know. Anyway, like a clean plate ready to receive anything placed on it. But then life begins to serve us in different meals. Magonjwa yanaingia, tamaa ya kuipa inaingia, ufifu inaingia, kutamani pipi ya watu. Those are the minor or the different meals. Now the world will start serving you. But remember, if your thoughts are very clear, you will never be served with a different meal. You will definitely be served with a meal which is nice to you, and the meal that you know you usually take. the meal that will not give you problem while maybe with your stomach. People came, situations come, opportunities, and sometimes disappointments. Those are the kinds of the meals that we are being served by the world. And slowly that clean plate, if you are not firm or strong, and that is how your plate will be dirty. Not everything that is served to you is good for you. That is what you need to know. Some meals look attractive, but they poison you. Some meals look attractive, but they poison you. Some people come into your life smiling, but leave you heartbroken or broken. You need to be very careful so that you don't receive that meal. If you're served with that meal, it will have to break you down. Yes. Some choices feel right in the moment, but cost you later. Like now, if you don't make saving today, the rule of money says that save me today, I'll save you tomorrow. If you don't wake up very early in the morning, you go to work, how can you eat? How can you take care of your family? How can you lead the community? You cannot be able to do anything. So I ask you today, what are you putting on your plates? I'm asking you, my audience, which meal have you decided to eat from your plate? Which meal is that? Or which meal have you decided to be served in your plate? So the answer lies with you. If you have decided maybe prostitution, being a thief, being a lazy, being a drunkard, being a gossiper, it's upon you. But remember, if you do the wrong thing the right time, you will not be rewarded. And that is it. Now the plate is dirty, and many people start blaming life, blaming people that did not give you the right direction, did not guide you. How can you be guided? Who is going to guide you? If you cannot use your common sense, there is an issue in your family, you don't sit down with your family, you talk with them, but you just open the door, or you just give your plate to your relatives, your friends to serve you. They give you the garbage, it enters here. When you go back to home, you are a lion. You become a lion in that house. Even the rat, the cat, the dog, everybody, your house will be vacated and you are left alone. And perhaps if you are drunkard, the next day they'll find you dead. You have already died because you became violent. People had to run for their safety, for their lives. But when they come to see you in the morning, they find that you have already united with your ancestors. Because of what? You slept without eating. You came when you are very angry because you had given your plate to your neighbors, to your relatives. You did not trust in yourself, you did not believe in yourself, and now see what you have caused yourself. Anyway, remember, decisions that are made in haste, you end up making a permanent mistake. It will never be repaired. You will never do any correction. The decisions that are made in haste, you end up making a permanent mistake. And when that mistake it is being done, remember that is a lifetime subscription. It doesn't matter if it is at work, if you decide to steal, if you decide to take the bribes, if you decide to sleep with somebody's wife, if you decide to be a compromised person in the society, I don't know. But remember, I have already told you tonight. I think this message is for you. In any way, you have made your plate to be dirty. Just ask yourself, which meal were you served? Everything that dirtied your plate was forced on you. And then you started blaming people. Okay. Everything that dirtied your plate was forced on you. Some things, sometimes you accepted, sometimes something maybe you accepted by seeing a short time advantage, but not seeing the negativity of that deal. Sometimes you knew the outcome, but you ignored. Sometimes you knew you were wrong, but you followed or you allowed them, you allowed to be carried by the emotions. Hey, anyway, and that is where responsibility begins. Now maybe you are sick with HIV and AIDS, you will begin taking the drugs in the morning, in the midday, and even in the evening. Remember, we are being told that pray in the morning, in the maybe lunchtime, and even the evening. I don't have that time to pray. Now that I've been told by the doctor, eat well, take your dose at the correct time, and also do exercise. I don't do that right now. I have a job, but I'm not eating well. When I am already infected with maybe HIV and AIDS, is it the time I'm going to have the peace of mind and start eating well? Guys, brothers and sisters, I am talking to you. If maybe this message is for you, you have to make the right decision tonight. The good news is that the dirty plate is not the end. It has to be cleaned. In which way? I don't know. In any way, it has to be cleaned. All right? Okay. It can be cleaned. Your mistakes don't define you. Your past doesn't own you. Your future don't finish you. I mean your failures. Your failure doesn't finish you. No, you are not completely finished. No, you still have a chance to do that correction. All right? You can decide today and clean your plate. Decide today and clean your plate. All right? If you decide that today you want to do away with those things which keep you, which prevent you from maybe performing or being focused at work or in school, you have that power. You have the ability to do that. Remove the toxic habits, to walk away from wrong company, to choose discipline over comfort, to rebuild your life one decision at a time. One decision at a time. Ask yourself, who is eating from your plate? Who is eating from your plate? And who is adding dirty to your plate? I don't know, but you yourself, you know. And the most importantly, are you cleaning your plate or carrying yesterday's dirty plate into today? Are you carrying the plate that you used yesterday to the next day while it is dirty? If you made a mistake yesterday and you realized, tomorrow do not make that mistake. Do not go back to that bath, all right? Because if you don't clean it, tomorrow it will look exactly the way it was yesterday. But sometimes that tomorrow it might be having even the molds, all right? Life will always serve you something, but what remains on your plate, it depends on the choices which you have decided to make. But what remains with your plate, that is your responsibility. So choose wisely, protect your plate, and never forget, underline the word never. Never forget to clean your plate. Never forget you come clean. If you forget to come clean, you might not even be considered in that opportunity, and don't lose yourself along the way. All right? If this message spoke unto you, if this message defines you, you know what you have to do. Like, subscribe, and even share. Remember, I am here today because of your support. If you had not supported me to this far, I am not sure if I could be here. I'll be lying. But thank you very much for that one viewer, for that one like, for that one individual who likes and subscribe and even shares to his friends to this message to inspire other people. Thank you very much. When you are watching, please remember to leave a comment, because when you comment, you make me understand on how, if the message is well received. Finally, if maybe there is anything I can do to make this channel more enjoyable, this is the time you have to let me know in the comment section by dropping your comment. Until then, see you in the next video. I go by the name Gift Media. Dania Gift Media, I hope I have spoke to you in a way, or I have taken my precious time to talk to you. And if this message defines you, you know what you have to do. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh yes, yes, remember to clean your plate. Remember to clean your plate. If you want to make change in life, the plate that you use today, don't allow yourself to move to it to the next day while it is dirty, because the answer is with you, right? Dania Gift Media, home away from home.